Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work on So Many Books, So Little Time. It's a square diamond from Diamond Art Club. It's 56 by 109 and it has 53 colors, and we're going to start with the percentage sign, which is DMC 3033. It's my little case number 46 here. We got my little tray, and we're gonna put that on. I'm just gonna, I like to verify twice because, you know, human and everything. I do make mistakes. Okay, so let me look at the time here. I think it's 8:56. So I just want to do close to an hour. I have a gazillion things to do for the rest of the day, but I want to upload this tomorrow, and filming it the day of is always a little tricky. So I'm try. I was going to film it on Monday, but yesterday I just had too many things to do. So, and I want to get into the habit of being consistent again. It's easy to become burnt out in the YouTube world, I guess, or in the world where you work for yourself, because you don't have set hours. So you'll catch me editing videos late into the night, you know? And yes, maybe people say, yeah, but you know, when you need a day off, like when Lexi was, you know, fairly newborn and wasn't sleeping much at night, I could go whatever date that Katie needed me, and I would go and watch Lexi for a few hours, and then I'd come home. So my hours are flexible, so 100%. But then, you know, pay now or pay later kind of thing. So I definitely, you know, paid later. Or in my case, there's some things that had to fly on the wayside, and that was, you know, basically no uploads all summer. And so people might think, oh, so that means she took the entire summer off. No, I still worked a lot because I have a Patreon, and that you know, my videos were consistent. There was one time, and it happened to be this month, because I have a schedule. If you want to try my Patreon, by the way, it's for scrapbooking, and it's a great way to support my channel. And I do, for the gold members, I think it's 11 videos a month, plus there's free digital files and lives and all that stuff. But anyway, so I had to do videos for that. And then I'm doing Scrapathon right now. And Scrapathon is really involved. It's altogether, it's 37 filmed videos and 4 lives. So that's a lot. You know, it's not something I can put together in a weekend. So I actually started that in August. And, I started to say one time, because I have a schedule, and one time I didn't meet the scheduled date. And that was, I think it was not last week, the week before. It was supposed to go out on Thursday. And I put a note in saying that, you know, it was going to be a few days late because I wrecked my back. I couldn't even move for 2 days, like at all. Like I would get up every hour, and I would stretch, but that would take me about 15 minutes to do. And all I did was I got out of the shower and I was drying myself off, and all of a sudden I felt like a little electrical shock go down, you know, the bottom of my back, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then within 5 minutes, I couldn't even move. And the funny thing is, I was getting ready to go to, what do you call it? A massage. So it was good that I went there, because she said that otherwise it could have affected me for way longer. She said because she worked it the same day, it was definitely going to hurt more that day because she kind of worked it out. But I should, you know, be able to move a little sooner, which within 2 days. So this happened on Wednesday. By Saturday, I was able to go upstairs and film the video. And it's so funny because usually I try to be almost a month ahead. You know, I tried to be a month ahead, but because of Scrapathon, I kind of fell behind for Patreon. And so I was filming it, you know, closer to the date that I was supposed to, you know, upload it. So I ended up uploading it on Saturday instead of Thursday. I've never, ever gone into the next month. Like, everything is posted the month that it's supposed to, but I also like a schedule because for me, I'm structured. So I like things to be, you know, structured. But filming 37 videos for Scrapathon is pretty intense. We'll just say intense. And I film every video in real time. That's still available, by the way. And so it's 37 real-time videos and then 4 lives, which we did a live last night. And I really love the page that we ended up doing. And what I'm doing for the live is I'm picking techniques or challenges that we did in that week, and we're doing it again, but in a different way. And I love that. It turned out really, really nice. The page did. So that was fun. And we stay live for an hour. I usually get a page done in an hour. And that's another thing with my back, because of my back the way it was. The pages were taking me 4 hours to do. Just because I don't know if my brain was so hurting too because of my back. I don't know, couldn't think. So it would take me twice, if not 4 times as long to get stuff done, just because you can't, like I said, you can't concentrate. You can't think. Oh, what is that? Oh, that went there. Okay, let's put that back. It just looked weird all by itself there. I did a different angle today, so I'm hoping it's not in my way as much. So I decided to have my coffee with you this morning. A lot of times what I do is I have my coffee upstairs while I work. Well, half the time it's cold and I don't end up finishing it, or I have to reheat it when I get back downstairs. So today I thought, you know what? I'm going to drink my coffee while I diamond paint. There. I think I mentioned last time that I bought, my husband and I, a huge puzzle just to kind of get us into the groove. I bought a 1,000-piece puzzle, and we started it, but then I put it away because of Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving in Canada was last week. And I've not taken it out again, so I'll have to take it out. Although right now at night we're watching Wheel of Time. One thing that I just realized last night, I'm like, what is going on? Like, none of our shows are starting. Like, none of them. Well, there's a good reason. Nothing is returning almost, that we watch anyway, in the fall. Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago Med, Grey's Anatomy, Station 19, Fire Country. What else? There is so many things. Like, basically, there's Amazing Race and Survivor. That's it. That's it. And right now there's Big Brother. Thank goodness. So right now on Prime, we're watching Wheel of Time. And my husband hadn't watched the first season. So I went back and it was kind of blurry for me, because what happens is when I start watching a show like that, if I'm watching it by myself, like I'll watch, if there's 8 episodes, sometimes I'll watch all 8 episodes at once. I'll stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning and watch everything. Why? And then I wonder why I don't remember some elements of it, because I'm usually really good at remembering stuff. Like, we'll start watching a show and I'll be, oh, we've already seen that. And it'll be like the first 10 seconds, right, of the show. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, we've already seen this. And then he goes in further and he's like, oh yeah, we've seen that. I'm usually really good. But I must have watched Wheel of Time like really fast, which I remembered a lot of it, but it was a good refresher before watching season 2. And so tonight we're going to watch the last episode of season 2, like the season finale. So I said, okay, we got to watch something else. And then I remembered I got Crave when I got my phone a couple years ago, like the subscription for Crave for 2 years for free. So, and I've not watched it at all, but there's one thing on there that I want to watch is Game of Thrones. So I'm like, you know what? Since there's no fall TV shows, let's watch Game of Thrones. So that's going to be our next show we're going to watch. We're going to watch Game of Thrones. We'll probably start it probably tomorrow night. And 8th season. I think the first few seasons, there was probably more shows per season. And then we've never watched The Walking Dead either. So that can be something else that we can watch. Because usually during the winter, like, or fall, it takes us everything just to be able to watch the shows that we like to watch. We usually fall behind, and then we kind of catch up on the shows when they stop. We're able to catch up on a lot of shows because we just don't have time. We're pretty busy. Like, we go quite a bit. So this is going to be, you know, some of the shows that we can kind of catch up. Let's do the green, which is color number 1. And then it'll finish the dinosaur. Oh, this is an AB too, which it's not my favorite thing to put down, I'll have to say. I know most people really like them. I find they don't stick to the wax very well. So not my favorite to put down. That's probably why it was left. But we'll do it now. And then Mr. Dinosaur will be all done. Now what I'd like, I know there's no way I'm going to finish this by the end of the year. There's just no way. But if I can be consistent and do it an hour a week at least, we're going to start with an hour. Because like I said, I've been kind of absent on my channel. So I want to start scrapbooking videos again. I probably won't be able to do any this week. But next week, I should be able to start again. So yay. I'll start again next week. I don't know if I'll be able to do a live this week. I'm hoping. It depends how today and tomorrow go. If today and tomorrow go really well, then I'll be able to do a live on Thursday. I'll probably just do an hour, but it's better than nothing, right? Last week I didn't because of my back. It was still in that first week, and you know, if I did something for too long, I was still getting those electrical shocks. This week seems a little better. We won't jinx it here, but it seems better. So, because yesterday I had a pretty long day and I didn't get any electrical shocks. So that's good. That's good, good, good. And then, because I'm hoping, because I injured my back, I would have finished my scrapathon a long time ago because, like I said, I started this in August. But thankfully, thank goodness, I did a lot beforehand, so I was able to take the rest that I needed. But now I'm doubling down because this Sunday I have to send the last 10 days. And I have just a few videos left to do. Not too bad. I have all week, so I'm not too worried. But because I've been sending them in blocks of 7. And the last one I was going to do 10. But if need be, I'll do a week's worth. And then the last week, I'll do the last 3. You know, it's still a week's worth at a time. So, but I should be okay unless something happens, you know. But I'm already almost done the 7 days, so we're only Tuesday. And the ones that I have finished, they're already edited, uploaded, and, you know, even the link is copied onto a PDF form, ready to email. So, and I have one live left next Monday at 9 a.m. The month went by so quick, so quick. Now this weekend, Mason has a game at a city that's about an hour from us. So we're gonna go and do that. That's on Saturday. So I can't do anything this weekend. Last weekend, I ended up getting a few videos done over the weekend because we were home. Only on Sunday though, because Saturday we were too busy. And Sunday we were busy too, but not in the afternoon. So in the afternoon, I ended up doing that. This has a little burr on it, so I'm going to get rid of it. So yeah. So I want to make sure I don't leave anything to the weekend. Another burr. Leave nothing to the weekend. Try to get all my stuff done. Ooh, I think since last week, I don't know if I was reading God of Endings last week. I don't think so. Anyway, I didn't even know. I'm sure when I put on my TBR, I knew. But when I start reading a book, I don't read the synopsis. I just start reading it. And come to find out, it's about vampires. And I love vampire books. So I was like, oh, nicely surprised. It was like, oh, cool. Okay. So I think I'm about 36% in. And I'm hoping to do another maybe 20%, which my reading has really, really slowed down since I started working on all those classes. And because I also am doing a virtual crop, with 24 other ladies, and the link is in the description box below. And so that's coming up on November 1st to November 5th, but it's on sale right now. And if you get the VIP bundle, you get a whole bunch of free stuff. And if you click my link, then it helps my channel. I get, you know, part of the commission. Oh, that one looked like it had a bird, but I think it's okay. Okay, am I still in? Yep, in frame. I am. This is probably, I don't know if I want to say I was going to say the most boring color, although I love orange, so I don't know why I'm not enjoying doing the orange. I don't know. Maybe once I see it, you know, on the book and everything, it'll spark again my love of orange. I remember when Josh was little, man, his jackets were orange. He had orange shirts. I just loved orange, and it looked so good on him. Looks so good on him. Okay. I hate this transparent thing. I know you need it for to protect your diamond painting, but what I should do is just put this stuff throughout the whole thing, but I don't. I usually wait and kind of move it down as I need it. Just encouraging, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm going to put 8 of them and then do those. And then when I'm done that, then, oh, look, I get to add 8 more. So one more row, one more 4x6 sheet, and then I'll be able to move to the next row. I like now that you get to see him, the little dinosaur. I'm glad I kind of stopped because I was on gotta buy all the diamond painting that's out there, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's no way I'll be able to do all of those. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So it's the same with buying books. It's not just diamond painting. I'm like, okay, you have over 1,000 books. Yes, I'll probably be able to read that because when I look from 2016 to now, I'm at almost 800 books read. So I read about 100 books a year. So 1,000 books is going to take me 10 years. But that means I cannot buy one more book for 10 years in order for me to read them all. So this year, up to now, I've only bought 1 book. I almost bought 5 the other day from Book Outlet. It was close. It was close. Oh, it was close. I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I didn't. A little drink of coffee. I didn't that day. I was like, nope, nope, nope. You don't need them. You know, just borrow them from the library if you really want to read them. Sometimes some books are not available at the library. That's just a fact of life. So I'm either going to have to, you know, get the ebook or the book. And sometimes the book is just as cheap as the ebook. So, and if it's the continuation in a series, well, I want to know the rest of the story. So, but I've been really diligent at just, you know, if I want to read the rest of the story and it's on or at the library, either ebook or like through Libby or borrowing the physical book, I'm doing that. You know, I've read 87 books and I think probably 80, if not more, is from the library. So I think I've done pretty good this year. But I should be reading the ones that are on my shelves. So I've kind of slowed down getting the books from the library. And now I'm going to read the books on my shelf for the rest of the year. I have 0 books, physical books from the library right now. I have a couple that I've, you know, placed a hold or whatever, and it's continuation to a series. But I'm still like 8th in place and 11th in place, so it's going to be a while. And I think I have 5 holds on Libby, so for ebooks. And 1 book, it's the same. I want to borrow the ebook and the audiobook. That way I can listen to it, but I can still read it at the same time. I just have so much on my mind lately that reading, it's really difficult because I'm always thinking, okay, what am I going to do for the next page? You know, so my brain just won't stop. So if I have a book in my ear, then I don't have a choice. Then I still read it at the same time. It's just the book is getting me to focus and not think of something else. Because I'll do that. I'll literally read it and I'm like, oh, darn it. I was thinking about, you know, what page I was going to do. So now I just remember about half of what I read. So I have to reread that section again. Okay, so I'm just going to do these 2 little rows and then we'll be done with this. And I can change color. Yay. Let's do that. Okay, before we put this away now, let's make sure. So that's already 3 colors. So that's good. I wouldn't mind finishing that section. Okay, it's only been 22 minutes. That's not too bad. Not too bad. So let's do number 9, just because it's the next one that's not done here. So number 9 is DMC 796 and container 27. So let's do that. Okay. All right. So, and I planted a garden this year. It's been so long since I've talked to you guys. I planted a garden this year. So in the middle of all of that, I had to preserve probably 200 pounds of tomatoes. Now we only put 3 beds. We did raised beds and we only did 3. And just because I wanted to see if I liked it. I've never gardened before and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. And I love it. So we did 3 beds. So next year we're going to add 6 beds. And when I was watching, because now on YouTube, right, you can watch everything. So when I was watching people garden and they were starting their seeds, they were like, I planted 100 seeds and only 3 came up and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to plant a lot. Well, I almost had 100% germination. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I have how many plants of tomatoes? And we have to stick that in like 3 beds. And I have how many plants of peppers? And I have to stick that in how many beds? And we even had to put some, I have a place where we normally put flowers in the front of the house. And we had to put tomatoes and peppers out there too because it was too much. And we planted them way too close. And I still got so much stuff. But of course, that stuff gets ready in September. And that was the busiest month for me. And with the peppers, all I did with the peppers was we ate some fresh. There's a jalapeno dip. Oh, there's a jalapeno dip that I do that is awesome. So I did tons of jalapeno dip. And then the rest, I just cut them up and I dried them. So I made spices with them. So I had jalapenos, habaneros, red pepper lanterns, carrot bombs, and regular peppers. And my regular peppers did really well too, because I only had 2 plants of regular peppers, and I might have, I don't know, 20 peppers. And one of them was like this big, like it was huge. And so that was good. And I'm sure it wasn't the best growing conditions because they were so close. So I've already done sort of like a little map for my garden for next year, you know, on paper. And I've done the research, you know, how far the rows are supposed to be apart, and then how far apart each plant is supposed to be. Next, I'm going to do like, when should I start them? And from last year, I can tell you that I need to push them back about maybe 2 weeks, because they were so big and lanky, because it was, I had to keep them in my grow room for way too long. 33. I mean, by the time I put them out though, the tomato stalks, like they were like this. I mean, they did really well. Don't get me wrong. The baby tomatoes, I think they grew to about 8 feet tall. Like the cherry tomatoes. Unbelievable. I don't know how many of those we didn't get to in time, just because I was just like, I can't anymore. So definitely not going to be doing a class next year. No scrapathon in October, because next year we're going to have 9 beds. So I'm going to need my full attention on the gardening, 100%. So what I'm going to try and do is get my Patreon stuff done early, like I normally do. Not like this year. But this year, because I was helping, you know, so much, that I was never able to kind of catch up and get ahead. And that's okay. That's all part of, you know, reason why I want to do what I want to do. Okay, so let's do that right there. I think we'll just finish these and we'll call it good. It's only going to be about 45 minutes, but we're going to call it good for today, because I'm already thinking like, okay, I got to go and get the next thing done. Is that it? That color does not look like that color. So is there more than one of those? There's one going the other way. That isn't it. I'm just gonna make sure. Yeah, that's the only one. Okay, don't wanna put it all on and then I'm like, oh no, that was the wrong color. So I'd rather take an extra second and make sure. And then I don't have to rip it apart, because I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. And it looks like the same color here and here, so we're good. Okay. Yeah, so my brain is already upstairs thinking on the videos I'm going to film today, so here we go. Get this done. Then next week, we'll start on here. Like I said, I'm hoping at some point that I can sit down twice a week and work on this. Whether I'll film it or not, we'll see. We'll see. But I'd like to get a couple of hours in, and maybe by the end of the year, at least get that second row done. Not there. That's it. Yeah, get those 4 that or 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4 that I have down here. So have that done by the end of the year. That would be fun. Okay, let's get this. Oh, I knew I was gonna forget one. Okay. Let's try to just grab it like that and do that. Whenever there's one little straggler like that, I always miss it, it seems. Okay, so now it's this symbol, which is this, which is 23. Let's get that out. There's not a lot of those either. Okay. Oh my gosh, I was thinking the other day, Christmas is coming, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because my kids, one is born in September, one is born in October, and one was born in November. So although all the kids, their birthday gifts are already given. My son, he moved to Quebec in May, and he was over this summer. And while he was here, I'm like, I got him his stuff because I had bought like a chopper thing, and he was like, oh, I really like that. So with Amazon, right? Well, first of all, I gave him mine because it just came in the mail while he was here. So I'm like, here, you can have mine, and I'll just order another one because I hadn't used it. It was brand new. And then he loves iced coffee, and I had bought the stuff to brew your iced coffee in the fridge for when he was here. So what I did was I bought him all the stuff so he can make his own, because I discovered that I like brewed coffee too. So I kept that for me and then bought him all new stuff. And he loves it. He uses it all the time, he said. And then I bought him the syrup. I bought him the grinder so they can grind, you know, fresh coffee beans to make your cold brew and all that. So I got him everything for that. His birthday's this Saturday, actually. And then a couple weeks ago, Katie, which is the middle one, but her birthday's last, she said, Mom, can you pay for hair color for my birthday? So I sent her money for her birthday. And so she could get her hair colored. So got that. All the birthdays are done. And this week I bought the beginning of Mason's Christmas gift. 2 things actually. The NHL prospects are coming to our city in January, and we got an advance notice like the tickets are on sale. So I ran downstairs and I said, this is only good today, and they said the price is going up tomorrow, so let's do it right now so we don't forget. So we bought each of us a ticket, and then we bought one for Mason for Christmas. We're going to take him to that. And the next day, the tickets went up $10 a ticket. So I'm so glad that we got him the tickets right away. And so that was good. That was good that we got that. And then last weekend, I ordered from Pro Hockey Life. He has a super decker, and you need a special spray to put on it, and the spray's almost gone. So, and the bottle is so small. So I got him 3 bottles, which, I mean, that's not going to be part of his Christmas gift. We'll just keep it here and we'll just give him one bottle at a time because he has a tendency to misplace stuff. And like we bought him rolls of tapes and he doesn't know where they are. And tape is not cheap for hockey sticks. So now we're gonna keep it here. I got him hockey tape sticks too. And that too, like we're gonna give him right away because he's playing hockey right now. So he needs that to tape his stick. But we got him stuff like a bag to keep his hockey tape in, and a little container, and scissors. Oh, and we bought him a balance. It's like this round thing with a bubble underneath, and you're supposed to go on it X amount, you know, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, and do your balance on there. So we got him that. And just a few little things. So he's already started. We'll probably get him some team stuff. So I should probably order that soon because that takes a while. Last year it took, like we barely got it on time for Christmas. I emailed them and I'm like, we're gonna get that for Christmas? Like I ordered that in October or November, I can't remember. And I was like, I don't know if we're gonna get it in time. We did end up getting it in time, but it was close. So now it is DMC 6:42. So I should probably order that soon. I should order that soon. And then he'll have it in time for Christmas. I mean, at his age, like, what do you get him? He loves hockey, so we're gonna get him stuff for hockey. There we go. Get this, just a few more, and we'll be done. And then we'll work on it again next week. Woot woot, a whole section done. I love finishing a section. So fun, so satisfying. Yay. Okay. Let me see here. Let's get this done. Just a few more. I don't think I'll do like all here because that goes all the way down. I'll just finish a few here and then we'll have 3 left. Let me see. I'll get a few more done. Less to put back in the container. Don't want to do too much because then all of a sudden this doesn't stick well anymore. So, what was that again? Okay, yes. So it's container 21. How fast I forget. The last one, which is DMC 3826, container 52. 52. If I had a spot too where this was just set up and I could just go and work on it, I might do it more often, but I don't have that kind of area. So I have to take everything out. And the rule is, as soon as I'm done this, I put everything away because it's on my kitchen counter. So I don't, you know, want it to be on my kitchen counter for 2-3 hours. So I just put it away, or 2-3 days. I put it away right away. So sometimes I think, oh, I have time, you know, and then I'm like, oh, but then I have to take everything out. And that takes so long. So that's a deterrent too. Okay, I'm gonna put my wax back in here. And today I used my pen that I made. I love it. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love the colors. I made like 200 pens. I was thinking of maybe selling them, but I never did. So I have 200 pens now. They're all pretty. They all are different. So I have lots of pens. I gave a bunch to my mom, gave a bunch to my friends, you know, that do diamond painting. So, okay, so we're gonna stop it here. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. And I wanna thank you so much for watching. Bye.